Good day, South Africa. I have a very, very important announcement to make. All right, and that is this, that there is going to be a 40-day Daniel fast declared across our nation. Now, let me just give you some background as to what this is all about and why it's so important. All right, so the first point is this, is that we have been waiting, and you know that I've said this many times, that God does nothing unless he tells the prophets first. And so we've been waiting for God to speak to one of the prophets as to what to say and what to do in our nation. And so this has come forth. All right, Prophet Benjamin our day has now given a clear directive of what God wants to be done in South Africa and around the world globally. All right, so after this announcement, you're going to be able to watch the video, and I'm going to cut it so that you can see directly from Prophet Benjamin exactly what the Lord has told him to do and what is happening and how we're going to do it. But let me tell you, from the 8th to the 17th of September, 8th of August to the 17th of September, we are going to go into a 40-day fast. Now, remember that you can fast however way you want. All right, it's a Daniel fast. And so we're going to help you on my Facebook. I'll give you links where you can even get some recipes. But you don't need to fast the full 40 days. If you want to fast 2 days, 3 days, it doesn't matter. The issue is this, is that we are part of a global problem. All right, the issues that South Africa is facing, including COVID, all right, that all the issues that are coming on, like the sex education bill, all of these things are not birthed from South Africa. They are international and they've been forced onto us. And so God has spoken very clearly to Prophet Benjamin and given him a clear directive as what to do. All right, so I just want to just tell you what happened. In 2017, in September 2017, God gave him a very clear word. And in the word, this is what came out of the word in 2017. There was going to be a disruption in the business world. There was going to be a kneeling down and surrender from top to bottom. There was going to be a great crisis, but it would draw God's people to seek him. God is going to deal with idols, and many things would come up that's crashing down. So in other words, things that have been built up get crashed down. All right, those who had prepared, who did not prepare, would freak out because they wouldn't know where to go. But listen to this. And the lights of many churches would go out. Now, I want to tell you right now, from that day, he went into a time of prayer. All right, now, Prophet Benjamin is a friend of mine. And so I've tried to contact him on a few occasions, and I've not been able to get hold of him. Every time I speak to his wife, she says he's in the closet, he's praying for the nation. And so I want to tell you right now, when he came out of this closet time, and he had a word from the Lord, I believe God really spoke. And so like I said, we've been waiting for this, and we have been waiting for the word from the prophet as to what to do in our nation. So I am 100% behind this 40-day fast. Okay, so what is going to happen practically is as follows. There are 40 days, and there are 40 each day there's going to be a different minister taking a day. All right, this is globally. There are 85 nations already connected into this. And they're going to be praying 3 times a day. Just like Daniel did. He prayed 3 times a day. And we are going to pray 3 times a day. And so what's going to happen is at 9 o'clock in the morning, we're going to pray on my feed. And at 12 o'clock, I'm going to stream a feed of one of these preachers that are representing a nation around the world. Okay? And so that I'm going to feed that in at 12 o'clock. And then in the evening, we are going to pray again on one of my feeds. And so what we are going to do is we are going to partake. We are going to pray. We are going to seek God for a supernatural move of God. So this is a very, very important announcement. So please, folks, take note of this and spread this word to as many people as possible. All right, it's very easy to connect. All right, you just need to connect onto our Facebook, and you can just follow directly there. And if you want to, you can go and join in some of the other flows. But I believe that this is truly a word of the Lord. And so what I want to do right now is I'm going to play the clip, okay, from Prophet Benjamin, so that you can sit down and actually hear for yourself how God inspired him and what he wanted him to do. And so right now, We are starting with this. I want you to prepare for this, and I want you to be part of this, because I believe that as we deal with this thing globally and all the players come together and all of us stand in agreement, I believe that we will see an end to everything that Satan is trying. We are going to push back this decay in Jesus' mighty name. So I want to bless you. I want to encourage you. So let's be part of this, all right? And this initiative is called Pray for the World. Pray for the World. That's the hashtag. So you're welcome to go check it out on Facebook. Go and have a look at their websites. It's called Pray for the World. And so I want to encourage you. We are part of this thing. I believe 100% in Benjamin. I believe that God has spoken to him. He has given the most accurate words over my life in the past. Some of the biggest things that have happened in my life has been because of words that he gave. And so when he has been separating himself for literally years for our nation to come out with this word, I want to tell you that we as a nation need to take heed of this. So I want you to know that we're 100% behind this, and we are going to push this as far as possible. So I'm expecting every believer to partake in this thing and believe God in it in Jesus' mighty name. So here's the video that Benjamin has cut. I want you please to take note of what he has to say. God bless you.
The Lord spoke to me, and God's Spirit is calling the church on an assignment. He's calling his people, and this is a great call to join the prayer army in this intense and strategic war that we are in. And the call is to prayer and fasting now. This is a serious call. This is about the enemy's strategy to bring a spirit of destruction over the earth, and we have the power. Now, this is a serious call now that we're being prepared for on the 8th of August, the 8th of the 8th, 2020. The word is going out, and it's calling each one of us together, corporately together in this critical season. We as a church, as God's people, must make a decision. The word of the Lord said that we are in the valley of decision. I'm calling prayer. I'm calling a fast. I'm calling the nations together. I'm calling the nations of the world together. We got 82 nations. We're going to send it out to those 82 nations. We're going to call the pastors and the leaders that we know, and we're going to bring them into this valley of decision. And we're going to begin to say, in the world, in South Africa, in the USA, in the world, everything at this moment is in the balance. And we see the enemy trying to stir up violence and genocide and turmoil and an increase of sinful, lustful darkness, dark behavior. But the nations are experiencing a great heaviness, a great depression, and it's the enemy wants to release a spirit of death over the nations. But the church is called to have power and authority between heaven and earth.